What's up everyone, Lethal Concept here, and I've played a lot of Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. If I go right now to have a look at it, I have played it for... just give it a second, I've played it for 221 hours, so I've played, and the majority of that time has been playing Gold, so I've played a lot of builds, I've tested a lot of stuff, and I'm here today to give you my top 3 builds that I feel are the most funnest and are pretty damn strong in Gold. So a little disclaimer before I start this video off, these are the way that I played these characters listed. They might not be the optimal way, but this is the way I play them and have served me well in Gold. Now let's say Platinum comes along, and you know, Platinum from Mass Effect 3 and multiplayer series, every race is inside, you got a whole bunch of mobs and there's way more mobs. Let's say you need more damage, then obviously I'll take more damage, but right now the way I play these characters have served me incredibly well on Gold, so all builds will be linked in the description below for the in-depth text guides that I have written for them. So these are the builds that I went with, and without further ado, the third on the list is the Human Soldier build that I made. I called it the Shock and Awe, the Monster Terminator. And so I won't go into too much detail about what the build has. I will, however, tell you what the ranks and abilities are. So for Turbocharge, I have it at max rank with recharge speed, damage and force, and supercharge. Concussive Shot, I have it rank 4 with repeat concussion. Frag Grenade, I have it with radius, grenade capacity, and anti-armor. Munition Training, I have power augmentation, weapon efficiency, and precision. And lastly, combat fitness for health and shields. Now this is a very high damage output class. You shred stuff with this class, which is why I have it at my third ranking most favorite. And I'm using the Raptor Assault Rifle, and I'm guessing now with the new patch 1.06 I have the Usha equipped as well. And the reason I use the Raptor is the Raptor with this build is a monster. It shreds through stuff if you got the right aim, and it makes it a bit harder to aim because using the scope for the bit of accuracy to offset the Raptor's spread, but it's still disgustingly strong. And I will actually show a clip right here of how fast I take down a Berserker on Gold with the Raptor, and I'll show you the 1.06 Berserker and the 1.05 Berserker. So you'll see both sides of it. Since the Raptor wasn't changed in the patch, it's still as strong as it is now. It's very strong, and this build also has incredible fun potential with Disruptor ammo because you prime stuff really fast with Raptor, and then you detonate it with Concussive Shot, so you have a lot of detonations, and you've got a lot of AoE damage, and you've got a lot of single target damage. The only thing that you're really lacking is maybe a bit of health, a bit of way to regenerate health and shields, or damage reduction, but that's really it. You got grenades that do amazing damage for AoE, you got your Raptor for amazing single target damage, and you got Concussive Shot, which detonates a huge amount because you're priming things so fast with Disruptor ammo and Raptor. Now the playstyle of this build really is just go in there, do your massive damage, do your tech combos with Concussive Shot, throw frag grenades, and just deal an immense amount of damage with this build. Next up for my second most favorite build is the Human Sentinel build that I made for my Back to Basics series. The Human Sentinel build, my close quarter damage control tank. So for upgrades for these, I actually had Throw maxed with radius recharge and swift detonation, barricade max for duration weapon feedback and electrical defense, energy drain max for recharge, extended drain and team drain, tech armor max for protection and shield feedback. Now I have made a lot of changes for this character based on patch 1.06. So instead of maxing throw, I actually max weapon training, and I actually have all the weapon damage upgrades that you have. Now part of the reason why I did that is because of the new weapon buff for the Usha. The Usha is now a kind of a insanely strong hand cannon vanquisher. It's incredibly strong for its weapon archetype, which is a pistol. So you do an incredible amount of damage with your pistol, and you have energy drain and throw to just detonate your electric defense from barricade. It's a very fun way to play a character. You just get in there, throw a barricade, start detonating, and pick stuff off with your Usha, since it acts as a sniper rifle or a close range one pellet shotgun pretty much. This has actually been the class that has been my most favorite class until the Turin Agent got released, and I really enjoy the playstyle. It's a very unique playstyle. You won't find many classes that have this kind of getting there, stun everything, detonating everything, then everything that runs through the barricade or runs through the tech field gets stunned as well. So it's very tanky with tech armor and energy drain as well, so it's incredibly fun. Anyways, the weapon I'm using obviously is the Yusha. I also have the Scorpion as my backup. The Scorpion was my main before patch 1.06 because the Scorpion allowed you to do a large amount of damage without actually having to peek over or aim down sights of the cover, because it sticks to a target and then explodes, dealing its damage in AoE. The Yusha, however, is very great for sniping targets at medium to long ranges. So you can actually snapshot, and what I mean is you can actually snapshot with the Yusha, kind of like zoom in, shoot, and then unzoom and go back into your cover or your barricade cover. So you take as minimal amount of damage while still getting shots off you with the Yusha, and that's the way that I play the new Human Sentinel. The build is guide in the description still kind of shows you what general playstyle you have if you watch the videos, but I changed the build up a lot. So instead of throw, weapon training for the weapons Yusha. Playstyle is pretty much still the same, but you just have a lot more options because your power damage is increased obviously with patch 1.06. Yusha is incredibly strong at all ranges, and that's pretty much it for this build. Your playstyle is that you should definitely be near the front lines. You have an incredible amount of damage control, you have an incredible amount of stun, and an incredible amount of survivability. And finally, for the last build is obviously the Turing Agent. I've mentioned this class before. Now for my Turing Agent build, I actually have built him a kind of hybrid build. So my build is actually a Recon Visor with a recharge speed, duration and extend duration, Tactical Cloak with damage bonus, duration and escape artist, Flamethrower with damage, reach and blinding heat, Apex training for 1 pointer, and I'll explain that later on. Support systems with tech duration, tech evasion, and tech sabotage. Now, you get a lot of flack if you run this build and openly admit that you don't have Apex training as maxed, which is what happened to me when I introduced this build. They were saying things like, why'd you put 1 point in Apex training? You get so much damage, power damage from this thing, and you're offering what, more flamethrower reach and blinding heat, or more recon visor time. And this is why I built the way I built it. It's gold. I'm still 2-shotting, 1-shotting, 3-shotting armored elites, or I'm still doing an incredible amount of damage. I still top the charts. I basically still decimate things to the point where I don't really care about the extra damage. What I do want is the most duration out of Recon Visor, and the reason I have that is because this is a throw off to Mass Effect 3 multiplayer. When Get Scanner was out, that was by far my most favorite equipment to use. So being able to see through walls, especially on Platinum, is godlike. It's amazing, and it's the best thing that ever happened for equipments for me. I'd have it on literally every single class unless they benefited more from stuff like grenade capacity, like the M7 Engineer, for example. But everything else, I just had Get Scanner 24/7. It's the most amazing thing, being able to see through walls. Not only that, you get penetration, so you can actually shoot through it with the extra penetration from your down shotgun. It's amazing. And I don't actually really need the extra damage. But let's say Platinum comes out for Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer. Platinum comes out. I really want the extra oomph. Then yes, I will obviously take points out of Recon Visor and put it in Apex training. Do I need that oomph right now on gold? No, I do not. I don't really feel like I need it. So I run with Recon Visor. And obviously you're going to get flack and you're going to get a lot of hate, but it served me well. Now when Platinum comes off, that may change, obviously. But that's the build I ran, and that's the build I'm running with. And for weapons, I just said it, so I'm using the Dan and the Yusha. The Dan is amazing because it doesn't require you to aim as much. What I mean is that with stuff like assault rifles, you kind of really want to aim or have really precise aiming, and the reason is because since it shoots out in stream of bullets, missing even a couple of bullets could be detrimental for you. With a dart, you just need to get your first shot off, and that staggers pretty much anything that's standard size or non-boss type. Even staggers berserkers, so you're pretty much guaranteed to get your second and third shots off if you get your first shot. Of course, this means that if you miss your shots, it's more detrimental, but if you get your first shot off, you're pretty much good, pretty much. And that's what I love about the Dan. Also because it's not pellet based, it's single projectile based. That means you can run a penetration mod on it and reach 100% penetration with the tac visor. Another reason why I go max tac visor instead of max apex training. Of course this is more utility based, and people will still cry foul since apex training. I agree, apex training is one of the best passives for weapon damage and power damage. Do I need that weapon and power damage to do well in gold? No. So I chose to max out tac visor. Now people will still say you should max apex training regardless, but you know, I'm having ridiculously fun with this build, and that's why it's my #1 favorite build of the day. Now the kind of playstyle with the Turun agent is pop recon visor, see where shit is. If it's just one enemy, shoot the shit out of it with a dart. If there's more than one, use the flamethrower to debuff them all and then shoot the shit out of it with dart. It's very fun because you can see through walls, covers means nothing to you, and it's a very unique playstyle because you have the survivability with tactical cloak and your mini cloak dodges, quote unquote, is what I would say. So it's very survivable and it's very strong output damage, which is why it has my #1 tag. It's very strong in single targets, very strong in groups, very strong debuffs, and very strong in survivability. Now, I will say though, the builds that I have described are the most funnest for me. They may not be fun for you, but they're the most funnest for me. Are these builds viable for gold? Yes, you can see them in footage behind you, and I will also put up the raw gameplay footage for the 3 builds on my channel, so you can see them do, or you can see how well they do, or how quote unquote bad they do. They won't do bad, I promise guys, they're good builds. They're the strongest and the most funnest for me, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching guys, hope to see you next time, and I'll leave you guys to it. Thanks for watching, bye!